live stream. We haven't done one in a while. So now I got to remember how to set it all up. Handling that right now. See if everything goes to plan here. Turn on the comments so I could read what you guys are saying. We haven't done one in a while. The phone volume was up, and now we're set to go. We're here. We're ready. Let's see who's around. It's early. 4:15 p.m. Eastern Time. So it's 1:15 on the West Coast. Finally got a day off from work here, or a night off from work. So let's have a good time. Let's talk about Tundras. Let's talk about everything you guys want to catch you up on. I think this is my first live stream in more than a month. Something like that. Hello, First Five. Good to see you. Jimmy, Anthony, Hillbilly Dion. How you doing, buddy? Good to see all of you. First Sip is in play. There's 16 of you. How are you? 24 of you. Good to see everyone. Trout, what's going on? Tyler, hello. Hey, hey. So, good. We're getting a lot more people than I thought we would at such a weird time. Antonio, what's up? I'm glad you're happy to catch a live stream. I'm glad you're here, buddy. Kyoki, what's going on? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Night off from work. Why not? Adult beverage. I hope you'll join me if you're sitting at home and you're off from work as well. Heading into to a nice evening of hanging out with the wife. So I figured before we start that, let's do a live stream. It's been a while. Let's hang out. Let's talk about things. I'm sure you guys have a lot of questions, and I got a lot of answers, hopefully. We could talk about that 1794 I was potentially going after. Talk about all the stuff you want to talk about. Let's get caught up because the comments are coming in heavy right now. So hello, everyone. Welcome aboard. While you're saying hello to your fellow subscribers/viewers, make sure you shout out where you were coming from today. Girl Strickland says, Wilson, North Carolina. How you doing, buddy? Jimmy, how you doing? Thomas says, Maine. How you doing, buddy? Good to see you. Jose, hello to you, buddy. Gilmer, hello. New York, New York. How are you? The great state of New York. Antonio, let's leave the good old like, guys. I agree. Hit that like button. Why not? If you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button. Welcome aboard. Check out the playlist. Trout says, I'm currently at work, but beer 3:30 is getting close. I like that. Yes, dude, it's 5 o'clock somewhere. It's given. Gilmer says, Super Bowl in Los Angeles, 85 degrees. I'm actually working, so I won't even be able to watch the Super Bowl. Dion says, off for Monday, my Bengals Super Bowl. Yeah, a lot of people excited about those Bengals. Something different. Simeon, what's going on? OMG. I picked a good time to take my lunch break. Nice to see you, Mark. Cheers. Just talked to you, buddy. Good to see you as well. Boat Life Forever says, greetings from Naples, Florida. Not one new Tundra on site. I hear you, buddy. We still have that issue up here. There's not many new ones here right now, but there are many on the way. I was saying just earlier today, my local dealership updated their website. There is 6 inbound and 1 on site. The 1 on site is the one we filmed a few times already. Tyler went a different direction. I like it. He is not drinking anymore. Good job. Soda helps. Dion says Cincinnati. Like it. Anthony says Harlingen, Texas. Now, Anthony is the gentleman that always films for us down there at Harlingen, Texas, which is very cool. Bert Ogden Toyota, I believe that is. Antonio says, question, do you know the size specs of the 2022? Looks much smaller than the previous gens. I don't have the numbers in front of me, but it is a little bit smaller. This time next Friday, we will have the 2022 Limited TRD off-road press vehicle in possession. There will be many videos. We will take care of all that as far as, all the questions you guys have about the 2022. So next week is the week, my friends. Hyoki's in Hawaii. What is the temperature there in gorgeous Hawaii? I would love to know. SoCal is in the house for Antonio. Simeon says, Las Vegas, Nevada here. Jealous. Alexi says, hello, Mark. Blessings. Hello to you as well. Many blessings your way. Hey, bro, just picked up an Army Green 1794 with off-road package 2 days ago. First off, greatest setup you could have right there. We got 1794, Army Green. Can't beat the color. You got the off-road package. What did you pay? That is the question. Mike, what's going on, buddy? The Bruin is in the house. Oh, boy. Cam Neely himself with a side of that emotes. Bruins. What can you do? David, what's going on, buddy? How's Canada treating you? You don't get a state. You don't get a province. You just get the whole country of Canada. Jose says, greetings. What do you think of the 2022 Tundra model SR four-wheel drive? I always like the SR. The SR is a little detuned as far as, engine power and stuff. You can't get the hybrid, obviously. It's just the I-Force engine, but once again, slightly detuned, a little less horsepower, a little less torque. It'd be great for, on a job site or whatever. So Save a lot of money doing it that way. Definitely test drive before you purchase. Jimmy says, rumors suggest that the Tundra Desert Chaser is going to compete with the Ford F-150 Raptor and Ram TRX. Yeah, I have heard that. There was a picture, a couple videos of one at a SEMA show, which is pretty much a TRD Pro jacked up on steroids, and that would be cool. My issue is, if you really want to know my honest opinion on it, I like the TRD Pro because the TRD Pro looks like a truck still. You know, it's not overly insanely done. Even the TRX, the thing has a giant supercharged engine in it, but it still looks like a regular truck you could drive from point A to point B. Ford Raptor as well. That desert running Tundra that they may come out with looks like something that should be in Baja. I don't know if I would want to drive that every day, but hey, that's just me. Carrie says, are they still getting market adjustment on most 2022s? It depends where you are. You have to call around to dealers. You got to do your research. There are some out there that are doing market adjustments, quite a few. But there are some out there doing MSRP, so you just got to look around. Anthony says, yes, Bert Ogden Toyota. Always like to shout out the dealerships that we film. Bert Ogden gets a good amount of Tundras usually. Offer says, when my warranty expires, who is going to pay to remove the body from the chassis to replace the turbos? I did read somewhere today that someone had a turbo replaced without them removing the body. They went from the underside, and it wasn't that bad. That was on one of the Facebook forums, I believe. So we shall see. You know, everybody asks about wastegate issues, and I get a lot of comments on that all the time. How come I'm not updating on that? Because there is no update. That's the only reason. I'm trying to keep up with everything going on. Still hearing it's a smaller amount of Tundras. I think everybody seems to think it's every 2022 made right now. That seems to be the vibe of the community. Still a small number of Tundras affected at this point. And, you know, I guess Toyota's trying to figure out what to do with it. But anytime there's an update on any of that stuff, I will give it to you. The one thing, like I said, I did hear today is someone was having a turbo replaced and they did not have to remove the body as per the Facebook forum. Might have been Tundra Crew. I don't remember which one. I'm in like 7 or 8 of them, so it's whatever pops up on my timeline. But yes, anytime there's an update on that, you guys will hear it from me. But, you know, like I said, I get a lot of questions on it. There's just no update right now. That's the thing. I'm lost. Okay. Kyoki says 78 degrees. A perfect 78 degrees, that is. Leroy says, what's up? First in the wild sighting of 2022 Tundra today. Army green. Look nice. Army green. It's the best. I don't care what anyone says. I think it's the best if it's set up the right way. It really depends. I like the 1794 Army green. I think it looks awesome with the seats. Maybe that's just me. You got that, you know, really nice Army green, olive green, and then you get the seats that are like that saddle brown. It works together well. Living the Dream says, Waynesboro, Virginia, 2021 Pro, Purdy White. I like it. Nothing wrong with the 2021. Nothing at all. David says, I don't like the new Gen 1794. If I was to ever buy a new one, it would be Platinum or TRD Pro. I got to tell you, that Platinum is an amazing looking truck. Draws my attention every single day. Platinum is awesome. End of the line right there, for sure. Antonio says, got to do my pre-trip and get some coffee, catch up with you fine people later. Glad I was able to at least stop by and say hello. Antonio, it was great to see you, buddy. Be safe out there, be well, and enjoy your weekend. And if you are watching the Super Bowl, which most of you are, please be safe. Reasonable Paul says, hello, checking in from Chicago. All right. Ryan, how you doing, buddy? Cheers to you as well. Cheers. I should probably do this for marketing reasons. Hold on one sec. There we go. Marketing. Marketing. Got to be better at advertising. That's the only way to do this game these days. All right, where are we? Living the Dream says, hit the thumbs up, guys. And I agree with Living the Dream. Jimmy says, could the Tundra Desert Chaser be in production? I don't think it's in production yet. I think it's something that may come down the road as a special edition, which would be pretty cool. Someone will buy it. The price on it will probably be insane, though. Otto says, hey, Mark, cheers. Cheers to you as well. When we hear cheers, we got to take a sip. There's rules, you know, there's rules on this channel. Delicious. When it touches your lips, it's delicious. All right, Trout says, I was pretty hyped up for the release of the new Tundra. Unfortunately, I think they came up short. Just not in love with it. If I were to buy the new Tundra, I would go with the Pro Trim in orange. Yes, Solar Octane is nice. Let's talk about that for a minute. Here we go. Because it's been so long since we've done a live stream, let me catch you guys up on a lot of the comments that I get day in and day out. There are still, we talked about this last live stream, There are still two groups of people. There is no middle group yet. They don't like the 2022. They love the 2022. They need to have a V8 if I ever will buy a 2022. I'm glad they're forward thinking because V8s are going away. These are the groups that I see all the time. If I make a video about the 2022, the 14 to 21 guys get mad at me. If I make a video about the 14 to 21 Tundra, the 2022 Tundra guys say, move on, get with the now. So I try to do a blend of both because, like I said, there is no middle group yet. The middle group, once we get a couple years into this generation, there will be a blend when more people start buying 2022 Tundras, when there's more of them on the lot. As far as the way I'm looking at it, and you guys don't understand, I work overnight, I come home, I eat something, I take a nap. I wake up from the nap. While I'm having the coffee, I'm online looking for Tundras. I'm trying to research and keep the channel going. It's a very boring life. But one thing I've noticed, and when I build these Tundras, like the Platinum, let's use the Platinum, we just talked about it. The Platinum is probably, and we're not talking TRD Pro here, is probably, just like last generation, the nicest starting point when it comes to 2022 Tundra, depending on how you want your build to be. If you're someone who doesn't want to build on your Tundra, you just want to buy it and drive it, maybe, add side steps and a tonneau cover, the basics, I'm telling you, the Platinum has the best look. If you don't need that off-road package on it, the Bilstein shocks, the skid plates and all that, the Platinum comes body color all the way around. I think the grill is the nicest looking grill. I think the wheels, non-TRD, are the nicest looking wheels. It is a beautiful, well-built package. Capstone is extreme high luxury, Denali style, like I always say. I think there, as per the comments, some interest. I don't think it'll be as much interest as the Platinum and the 1794. Right now, to me, the Platinum is the star of the show. The more I look, the more I build. Blueprint is a great color on the Platinum. Just everything about that Platinum is amazing and a great start point. It's not going to be cheap. You're going to be in the 60s with it at MSRP. There are dealers that have market adjustments going on that push that up into probably the 80s. So, but the Platinum's the way to go. Now, I did a video yesterday on SR5, which got a mixed reaction. And the reason it got a mixed reaction is people were saying at the point I was at, which was, check yesterday's video out, I built an SR5 showing that what Toyota did 2022 versus 14 to 21 was they gave you more options for the SR5. You could kind of piecemeal it together, making the truck you want. Instead of just your regular your regular SR5, like this is what you get. If you want this, you got to get the off-road package. They don't do that anymore. You can get an SR with soft text leather, the big 14-inch screen, the technology package without going TRD off-road. What I did in the video is I went all the way to the end to the most expensive TRD off-road package with everything included. Came out to 56 and change. People were saying at that point, just get a limited. You only have to pay like $3 grand more to get what you want in the limited. What I was trying to make a point of in the video is I was at the extreme end of building that SR5, but you can go anywhere in between, keeping the cost down low, getting the stuff you want without really having to buy all of these packages to get what if you just want the big 14-inch screen, oh no, now I have to buy TRD off-road package and I have to buy all this other stuff. It's not like that anymore. The Limited is another amazing package. Each package has their pros and cons in my opinion. I love the SR5 without the TRD off-road package because it has no chrome on it. The ones that I filmed in past dealership walk videos, go check them out. They got that big grill, which people love the grill and hate the grill. I get it. It's all about that surround. When it's chrome, a lot of people aren't a fan. They call it the Hulk Hogan mustache. When it's body color, it looks really good and everything blends together nicely. But SR5 is where, even if you don't want an SR5, you should really start and go to Toyota.com and build and price that SR5 just to get an idea of what I'm talking about. You could really play around with that price and maybe be able to save yourself thousands by building on that truck first. Now, when you step up to the Limited, the Limited 14 to 21 or now has always been that great package where you start stepping up into luxury without going so high into 1794 and Platinum. And I'm talking before all the chip shortage and COVID and all the shortages all over the country and everything. But you could save yourself thousands by going Limited and staying away from the Platinum and 1794. Some luxury, not all the luxury. So every trim has their setup. Limited is also offered, don't forget, double cab, Crew Max. Now they have the bed sizes you could choose from. You get the TRD off-road option in Limited. You could get the JBL sound system in the Crew Max Limited. So there's a lot of options out there. It depends on how you look at it. But trims built a certain way look better than other setups, in my opinion. I've seen some that I really like. I've seen some that I'm not really a big fan of. One thing I will say, in SR5 with the TRD off-road package, I'm not a huge fan of the wheels. I don't really like the silver lip around the wheels. I like the TRD off-road wheels limited in 1794, which are those black 20-inch wheels. They look great. But for the SR5 TRD off-road, don't really like the wheels too much. Maybe they'll grow on me. They're not awful. They're just not my favorite. And I really wish with the TRD off-road TRD off-road SR5, 14 to 21, or now, I wish they would get rid of that chrome surround around the grill. It's very easy to change out in 14 to 21. In fact, let me take you over here for 1 sec. Okay, you guys know I have this grill on my wall here. This is a 2016 TRD Pro Quicksand grill. We're going to use this as an example right now. So we're using 14 to 21 here. 14 to 21, around this is all chrome, okay? It's a chrome lip, it's a chrome top. 14 to 21, you can buy this to change it out so it's not chrome anymore, all right? In 2022, they need to come out with that as soon as humanly possible. So if you're not a big fan of the chrome, you could switch that right out into, body color like they do on the Pro. But yeah, I just wanted to give you guys an idea that 1790, I keep saying 1794, 10 push-ups next time. SR5 with the TRD off-road has the big chrome setup around it. A lot of people aren't really into the chrome anymore. There still are some of you that do like the chrome, and I guess that's why they have it, but I don't know. I'm a fan of body color. I think body color is just such a neat, nice look. Sorry, I gotta fix this camera now. Come on now, there we go. I think the body color is just a nice, clean look, right? And when you have the right wheel package on it, Toyota did a great job with their wheel selection, non-TRD, all the way up through the range. The 1794 wheels look great. The Platinum wheels win all day long. Even the limited wheels aren't terrible. So they've done a lot of good things. They've caught a lot of crap on some of the stuff that they did. I felt like the reveal of the Tundra was just, for me making videos for you guys, the reveal of the Tundra was tough because nothing was coming out together. Everything was coming out like piecemeal, and there was no warning. It would just be like a Tuesday morning at 7 a.m. Okay, there's Capstone. Like it didn't just come out all together like I've seen other brands do where they kind of launch everything at once. This was kind of like they wanted to keep the interest, but I don't know, it was very tough to report on. So yeah, they had a lot of stuff that wasn't on their side. I'm still a fan of 2022, but I love my 2020 TRD Pro. And one of the things I wanted to talk about, and I'm way behind in comments, which I will get to, someone remind me in about 10 minutes to talk about this, where I'm at as far as my 2022 purchase goes. And I do not have my foot on the gas pedal right now, rushing. I'm taking my time, and I will explain that. So let me catch up on these comments, take a sip. Cheers to all the men and women of the military and emergency services out there. We love you. We support you. Thank you for everything you do every day. A cheers to you. To catch up on the comments, don't forget to remind me to talk about my plans for 2022 Tundra, and we will go from there. Now, that was a really long rant, and I'm sorry for that. But if you like the rant, hit the like button. Help a bro out. And I'm way behind. All right, Trout says, okay, that's where I started. Patrick says, BC Canada, looking at the SR5 Sport. Love the TRD Sport. I didn't bring that up at all. The TRD Sport, just like last generation, has that great setup on it. Body color, nice black wheels. It looks clean. Nice, clean look. Love it. Lunar Rock for the win. Gilmer, what's going on? Michael says, Mark, can you not get a limited with the TRD Sport package? No. So the TRD Sport is just an SR5, but once again, you could build that SR5 up to have a ton of options like the Sport. First burp. Dill's Place says, for some reason, I didn't care for the Lunar Rock, but it looks kind of good on the 2022 with the black wheels. There you go. I totally agree. I actually like Lunar Rock last generation. I had a press vehicle. I think it was December 2020. It was the TRD Pro Lunar Rock in the double cab. Beautiful, perfect setup. Gilmer says, hey, Mark, we purchased the TRD Limited 2021 for $51,000 with 2,000 miles. Congratulations. Be safe with it. 2021. The last 5.7 liter V8. Can't go wrong. Mark with a C. Not as good as a K, but Mark with a C. Hey, everyone, smash the like button. Cheers, Mark. You get the cheers, you get the sip. Cheers to you. We're rocking and rolling here. Anthony says, still wish the V8 was still an option. Can't seem to accept the new gen for that reason. Your thoughts? So we just went over that. Eventually, we're going to see a time where the V8 goes away. All right, and I hate to say that because I am a big V8 enthusiast myself. 5.7 V8. Every morning I start that thing. Every night I start that thing. I sit there. You take your hat off to it because it's such a nice sound. Love that engine, love the torque, love the power, and naturally aspirated V8 can't go wrong. I think Toyota was in the mindset, and I don't know this is just me spitballing, of the V8's going away soon anyway, so let's just forward think that. I would have done it a little bit different, but that's me. I don't make the decisions. Leroy says, new Sequoia versus new Tundra, which looks better? I love what they did with the Sequoia. I think they gave it its own DNA. There's still a lot of Tundra in it, but that front end looks amazing. But it's a beautiful, beautiful SUV. And if I needed something that big, as far as, if I had a big family and I needed a giant SUV, 100% looks better than all the other options out there. I'm a fan. I still got to go Tundra, though. Tundra dude, Ryan says, I'm with you on the Platinum. It's my favorite trim so far, especially magnetic gray and blueprint. Totally agree with you on both color choices. MG says, Mark, what's up from Northern California? Question, I haven't seen any info on how you get the black headliner on the 2022 Tundra. Is it exclusive for some trims, or how does that work? I've only seen it on, definitely 1794, and I believe Platinum. And I actually haven't seen that be like an option. That might just be the trim levels. If you email me, TundraDude34@gmail.com right now, when I get done with this live stream, I'll try to investigate that for you and let you know. But the black headliner does look great. So don't forget to email me, and then I will check in with some of the dealers to see if they could give me an idea on that, because there's no information. Gilmer says, have you seen the Bronco Raptor? They should do something like that with the 2023 4Runner. I have seen the Bronco Raptor. I think it looks awesome. And yes, I think the 4Runner, I still love the current generation 4Runner. I know it's old school, but I love the vehicle so much. I love the 4-liter V6. I don't know what they'll do with it, but they did so great with the Sequoia. Let's see what they do. Dion says, never boring, bud. God bless you. Hey, God bless you, buddy. Fizz says, let's go. Absolutely. Rick and Virginia. Fizz says, I fall in love with the capstone. See, some people love that capstone. 22-inch wheels. Absolutely a unique trim level. The whole interior is unique. Amazing looking truck if you have the cashola. Dill's Place says, Mark, is that a signed Billy Joel vinyl, The Stranger, behind you? Is it in the shot still? Yes, it is. It is a signed Billy Joel, The Stranger. I don't know if you could see it. I had to move the camera. But yes, it is. Billy Joel. Absolutely love him. Can't get enough. Bradley says, can you put a lift on the Platinum with the adaptive variable suspension? That's a great idea. I do not know. I would think a Toyota dealership wouldn't want to touch that. It would probably have to be some kind of spacer lift, and I wouldn't mess with that with the adaptive suspension, because you can lift it yourself. I mean, I don't know if you'd want to put anything on there too big. They'd probably tell you no, or you'd, void your warranty or something like that. But John says, who is hearing about the window noise? I have not heard anything about window noise. Feel free to chime in if you did. A quick sip. Hello, all 70 of you. It is a weird time. I'm glad you can make it to this random live stream. I appreciate you being here. If you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe. Hit the like button, notification bell, so you know every time I put up a new live stream or video, and check out the playlist to get caught up. Thank you for being here. Living the Dream says, I think TundraDude34 should buy a new 2022 Pro and take that six-banger with two horns out of it instead of 5.7 and set the road on and off on fire. Listen, 2022 Pro is definitely in my sights. It's all going to be about cost, and dropping a 5.7 in it would be amazing. Wish I had that kind of cashola. Paul says, David, I'm not a fan of the 1794, but I think 2022 looks much better in that trim than 21 and prior. The interior is less tacky in 2022 in my opinion. 100% agree with you. I like the interior of the 14 to 21 1794 very much. I feel like they tied it all together more in 2022, so I feel you on that. My pilot, Tundra Dan, what's going on, buddy? Any update on the 1794 2022 that you were talking about in your previous video? Let's stop right there and I will tell you about it. So, made a video, in case you don't know, a local dealership of mine that we film all the time, Lakewood Toyota. You guys know I go there every once in a while to film. They always have a bunch of Tundras. They have a 1794 in Windchill Pro coming in with the TRD off-road package. The thing is built literally almost to spec how I would build it, right? Very exciting. It has the saddle brown interior, not the beige, everything. The only difference is it didn't have a hybrid, which I'm not making a decision until I get my press vehicle next week. If I'm going to go hybrid or not hybrid, I don't know. So the price of the truck was $64 and change. I contacted my guy there, and he said there's going to be a $20,000 markup on that truck. I think it was $67,000, and then a $20,000 markup. They said they would work with me if I want it. So that's the last update I got. I'm not paying over MSRP. That's my rule. I'm not going to pay a markup. If I have to pay a markup, I guess we'll just go into this conversation real quick because that kind of ties into it, and then I will get back to the comments as far as what I'm doing with 2022 Tundra. So once again, press vehicle next Friday. So I'll have a press vehicle for a week. It is a 2022 Limited with the TRD off-road package. We'll be doing our testing on that. It is the iForce engine, not the iForce Max, which is the hybrid. So we'll get a good vibe on this one first. We'll drive it around. We'll see the pros and the cons versus the old generation Tundra. But being the prices are, it's not even the prices are so high. Don't get me wrong. They're not low. They are high. But with markups and stuff and everything going on around here, there's not a lot of inventory. I don't know what I'll be able to get. I have absolutely no problem holding on to my 2020 Army Green TRD Pro for as long as it takes to get what I want. Two things. I don't want to settle on a Tundra. I want to get the one I want for 2022. And that still is the hybrid engine, right? I still want that hybrid. But we're going to test that truck next week to see how the non-hybrid works, because that could save you a few $1,000s. So I'm not going to settle because I have an Army Green TRD Pro that's gorgeous. I'm in love with it more than any other Tundra I've ever owned for some reason. I love this truck. So I'm not just going to trade it in for something that I don't really want. Right now, my number one truck that I still really want is a Lunar Rock TRD Pro. That's my goal truck, right? Solar Octane was an option, but I don't know if I would like that orange long term. This isn't something I want to trade in a year. This is something I want to keep for a while. I don't want to keep going in and out of Tundras. I changed the channel a few years ago to be more information based on the Tundra as a whole, and then whatever truck I have, do stuff with that as well, versus just do stuff with the truck I have because you run out of stuff real quick with that. But I wanted this to be more of a Tundra, worldwide channel versus just the truck I have in my driveway. So I want to keep a Tundra long term, and I want it to be set up exactly as I want. I paid $56 and change for this Army Green TRD Pro. It's loaded up. It's perfect for me. I love everything about it. So until I could get exactly what I want for 2022, I'm not going to budge. That $1794 TRD was definitely an option because that's number 2 on my list. It's either going to be $1794 or Pro, although the Platinum has snuck in there recently to my interest. So we will see. But for me, it's MSRP all day long. I don't want to pay a markup. I have no problem waiting. I'm not in a position where I absolutely need to buy a 2022 ASAP. I'd love to, but I want to pay the right price for it. It's already very expensive. It's already pushing my limit for price range. So I got to be smart. At the end of the day, I have a happy wife that I would like to keep happy. I have a mortgage. This is what we're sitting in my house doing this live stream. So I don't want to pay too much for something that I'll regret later. So I'm going to take my time and do it right. And, it helps when you get press vehicles because I'll still be able to drive and review 2022s until we find the one that we land on. I just don't want to jump in and, get something and then, in 2 months be like, well, I wish I waited for this. So I'm going to take my time and do it right. So let me know what you think. Anywho, we'll take a sip and we'll get back to it. By the way, if you're new to the channel, let me just shout out a couple plugs for you real quick. SparksParts.com. Use promo code TundraDude34 to save 5%. That's for all your Toyota and TRD parts for your truck. We're talking about if you don't like chrome and you want to body color your truck out, they have that. They have door handles. They have cold air intakes. They have exhaust systems. Everything you need for not just your Tundra, but Toyota. SparksParts.com, TundraDude34 promo code. If you like all of the Toyota stuff that I wear, like this new era shirt, kind of has that Under Armour feel to it. If you like stuff like this, hats, bottles, clothing, mugs, everything, go to Toyota Outfitters website and use promo code TundraDude, one word, all capitals, saves you 25% site-wide. That is the official gear. I'm talking apparel, camping gear, tailgating gear, golf gear, official merchandise of Toyota, TRD, and Toyota Racing. TundraDude, one word, all capitals, 25% site-wide savings. Go get them. All right. And the last plug, right under us right now, you'll see Teespring. That's my personal TundraDude34 store for shirts, mugs. I think there's like a blanket on there. I don't remember the stuff that I put on there. Go check it out. The most popular shirt is 2022 Tundra, make half tons great again. All right, that's it for plugs. Let's get back to the show here. Dirt Garage, how you doing, sir? Good to see you. Good afternoon to you as well. Hi, John. Already answered that. Patrick says, here in Canada, we do not have the option of adding what we want on our build other than packages such as off-road and sport. That's pretty crazy. Patrick, do me a favor. And I don't know if this is, true or not, but Next time you talk to your dealer, see if when they have an allocation, oh, I almost dropped it. See if when they have an allocation for a Tundra, if you can set it up the way you want through your dealer versus, you ordering one. I might be completely wrong. It's always a little bit different between Canada and the U.S. as far as the Tundra goes. D. Johnson says, 2022 Tundras are problematic and someone say bad turbos. Talked about that earlier in the video. There are no updates right now other than what we know, so we're keeping an eye on it and monitoring the situation for sure. But I will say this one more time. I did see on a Tundra forum today, excuse me, that someone was able to replace the turbo without pulling the body off. That's a big win. Slardy says, quick one, TD34. I just got some BFG KO2s, 275/70 R18s. That's exactly what I had in my 2017. For my 2020 SR5. They're not on the truck yet, but I'm worried they're going to rub, so I'm thinking 3-inch front leveling kit. Any thoughts on that? Well, the 3-inch kit would do fine. I had the TRD Pro kit on my Platinum, and that's like 1.5 inch front lift, and they didn't rub at all. I just had to take off those little mini flaps in front of the front tire, and everything was fine. So you might need to get a little bit of a lift, but should be all right. Put them on first on stock. Like take them in, put them in stock, and see how you are with that. You might be okay just on stock suspension. It's worth a check before you spend the money, right? Michael says, I won't change my Windshield Pearl Nightshade Edition for 2022, I don't think. You know what? Truck looks great. Nightshade Edition is awesome. No reason to change right now. Otto says, ha! Yes, you were way behind. That's what you get for being a Tundra enthusiast. 10 push-ups, let's go. You don't want to see 10 push-ups. New York says, agree with you, Mark. For some reason, Lunar Rock looks better on 21 versus 2022. Dirt Garage says, ended up working out a deal to get a 2022 Tundra TRD off-road. Stoked to build it up. 37s, RTT. Going to be an overland setup, so I don't need to pretend my rock crawler can overland. Can't wait to see it, buddy. I just did a video the other day on a gentleman named Lee, one of my subscribers, who built his 2022 Sport up with... I don't remember the lift he had on it. It was like a 2 or 3 inch lift in the front, 1 in the back, 37-inch tires. It looks pretty awesome. Dirt Garage says, should be here in July, so I can't wait to see that. Camper Mike, how you doing, buddy? Good to see you. Love seeing Camper Mike. He's been around the channel forever. Hope all is well, my friend. Hope you're feeling good. Ron says, what you drinking? I have a Michelob Ultra. We got a little bushy lights today. Delicious, delicious. Go down like water. Make It Work says, hi, TD34. It has been a while since I caught your last live stream. Well, thank you for being here. Gotta go because I'm still at work. Have a great weekend. Appreciate you stopping in. You're probably gone by now because I am way behind. About 7 minutes behind on comments. Raptor, what's going on, buddy? Cheers, Tundra Dude. Happy Friday, he says. A cheers to you as well. All right. Bradley says, hey, dude, do you know the stock wheel offset on the new Tundra? Thanks. I would think it'd be 0. No? I'll check that out for you, though. And real quick, before we go any further, there's a bunch of you on here right now. I don't know if you saw this, but I'm doing another bulk TundraDude34 fan feature. If you remember, a couple years ago, I did a video where all of you sent in pictures of you standing with your Tundra, and I made a video of all of us in one video together. If you would like to send in, send to TD34contest@gmail.com. You have to be a subscriber, a picture of you and your Tundra together, your name and location. That's all you got to do. TD34contest@gmail.com. If you need to see all those instructions written out, go back a few videos. I started all my videos with that recently so everyone can see the rules. I hope everyone joins in. I'm going to be doing that video probably next week or the week after, so send in ASAP. Tori, what's going on, buddy? Good to see you. Greg says, don't settle. You'll get what you want. Lunar Rock TRD Pro it is. That's exactly what I want. That's my number one. Ron says, just read an article that stated GM is frowning big time on dealers who are marking vehicles up. Total BS. That's a good thing, you know? My issue that I always say about markups, I understand the market's in a weird place and dealers got to make money and everything, but if you're a casual car shopper, not someone who knows the business or someone who does, YouTube channels or visits YouTube channels and knows the automotive industry, you look at a dealer markup and blame the manufacturer, not the dealer. Because if you're someone who doesn't know and you go, you're like, oh, I want to buy a Camry, and you go to see a Toyota Camry and there's a $10,000 markup, you're like, oh, why is Toyota doing this? You're not going to say, why is this local dealer doing this? Because that's just kind of how it reflects on each other. That's the way I feel about it. C says, Mark, can you get the home link on an SR5? I believe you can. I believe you can. Something to definitely ask your dealer, but I believe you can. Your Toyota man says, what's going on, Tundra Dude? How you doing, pal? Good to see you. Thanks for being here. Dan says, man, markups are a joke and a very sleazy sales tactic. There's always a dealer out there that'll sell you one for MSRP. Unfortunately, markups won't go away if people keep paying it. Be patient, people. There always are dealers out there selling at MSRP, so keep that in mind. Slarty says, thanks, TD34. Love the channel. Love that you're here, pal. Love that you're here. I appreciate you guys watching, of course. Dirk Garage says, probably Westcott lift. Seen a few Tundras online with that lift. All right. I can't wait to see your build, buddy. Put it all on your channel, Dirk Garage. Dan says, I've heard a rumor from a pretty decent source that Toyota limits allocations to dealers charging markups. Hopefully it's true. I would be shocked if that was true, but I hope it's true as well. Mark says, definitely get you the one you want. I picked a 2021 Pro in Lunar Rock for MSRP. The only thing I would trade in on would be a 2022 Lunar Pro. There you go. Like I said, I love, capital L-O-V-E, love my Army Green TRD Pro outside. I don't feel like I need to get anything. Definitely want a TRD Pro 2022. Definitely want a 2022 Tundra. I'm very excited of all the upgrades they've done. I'm an enthusiast first, channel owner second. I'm excited to see new Tundra stuff out there. I know Mike Swears put his heart and soul into it. I love Mike. So I'm definitely pumped up. But I also want to get the one I want because at the end of the day, I'm very particular in how I build things. Golf clubs, they have to be set up a certain way. Bowling balls, they have to be set up a certain way. My Tundra has to be set up a certain way. It's just the way it is. I'm very particular in things. I like to go all the way. I like to make sure it's exactly how I want it. I'm sorry for that in advance. There's some people who will go, 2022 SR? Cool, I'm in. Let's go. SR5, whatever. I'll take whatever you got on the lot. Me, I'm like, well, hold on. It needs to have this, 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 and this. So it's the way I'm rolling. I'm going to wait. PC, how you doing, buddy? 60 millimeter offset for stock. That's my man coming in the clutch right there. JJ says, what are your suggestions on basic off-road upgrades and gear for the Tundra? I always say this. It depends on what you're going to do with your Tundra off-road. Are you going on fire trails? Are you going on gravel roads? Are you going mudding? Are you going rock crawling? It all kind of matters there. Also, what's your budget? There's a lot of questions that have to be answered before you decide. You could go something as simple as like a Bilstein 5100 setup, and the 6112s, they're adjustable shocks. They could be stock height. They could go up to 3 inches, and then you get a wheel and tire setup, and you take it off-road there like that. You could go get Icons, an insane long travel suspension setup. There's so many things you could do. It's all about the budget and how much serious off-roading you're going to do. So like if you're going to just do some fire trails around your area or dirt trails and nothing too crazy, there's no real reason to spend, tens of thousands of dollars on an off-road setup. You could do it a lot cheaper by getting what you need for what you have. So hope that helps a little. I'd love to know what you want your build to be though, JJ. Joseph says, greetings, Tundra Dude. How are you, sir? It is good to see you. Camper Mike says, been rough, had surgery just before Christmas, 9-hour surgery, 8 days in the hospital, still home recovering, and to top things off, my dog suddenly passed on January 26th. Mike, I'm sorry for you, buddy. Still in prayers, always sorry about your dog. Whatever I could do to help, my email, buddy, please. We love you. For you, buddy. This is for you. This is for your dog. Cheers. There's nothing worse on this planet than an animal passing. Nothing worse. Otto says, nice cozy protecting the temp of that. Oh, koozie. Nice koozie protecting the temp of that adult beverage. Yeah, nice, right? Little Tundra Dude action. I had a coaster over here that said Tundra Dude. I don't know where it is. Kentucky says the Platinums are definitely nice, but no option for the TRD off-road package. Why? When they built the Platinum in 1794. They're the same setup. They're the same level of luxury features. Platinum is supposed to be like an urban setup, like a city truck. 1794 is supposed to be like, for your ranch or your farm. So that gets the off-road package. That's how they set them up. And I do agree I would like a TRD off-road package, but it doesn't fit the direction they wanted to go with it. So kind of like Nightshade. Nightshade Edition was the setup for, that cruising through the city look, and then at the same time they came out with the Trail Edition that was set up for going up into the mountains, and that's how they do it. Could you imagine if they offered TRD off-road package on Platinum? People would buy that up. I'd be the first one in line. 1794 on order. Just found out my build date got pushed back a month, probably due to the wastegate issue. Yeah, everything's a little behind right now. But dude, 1794 all day. What color did you get? Give me all the setup. Otto says Patrick is right. Just try TRD package on the Platinum 1794 online. Not available in Ontario. Copy that. Your Toyota man says the place I work, since we have had a huge influx of out-of-state orders and reservations, we only mark up our vehicles to people if your state does not share a border with New Jersey. Just started this. Oh, dude, where are you? What dealership are you? Shout it out. Dan says need more thumbs up. Ratio is off. I agree with Dan. Thank you, Dan. If you're having a good time on the live stream, hit the thumbs up button, folks. Dill's Place says limited allocations would be very surprising. Toyota will send allocations to the dealers that sell trucks. Agree. Toyota is a business and care nothing about sales practices from one dealer to another. I'm going to agree with that one. It's all about selling the product. Christopher says hello, everyone. Mr. Rice, how are you today? Hope you're well. Camper Mike says thank you. Anytime, Mikey. Dan says I got to run. Glad to catch a live stream. Can't wait to see the videos on the new press Tundra. Have a good one, dude. Dan, be safe, be well, and keep keeping those crops nice and hydrated. Mark says, I'm surprised they took cement gray away for 2022. I'm actually surprised at that as well. I'm hoping they bring it back as a pro color in the future. I can't see it going away forever. I will tell you this, that I know you're not going to believe me until you see it in person. Lunar Rock is not that far off of cement. It's got a little bit of a green tint in it depending on the light, but it's not that far off. Please, check one out. Kentucky says 1794 in magnetic gray with TRD package. Dude, score. You know, if you've been around this channel a while, that I absolutely 1,000,000% love the 1794 in the magnetic gray. You don't see a lot of them either with the TRD off-road package. You don't see that setup a lot. I can't wait to see it. Make sure you send me a picture of that, TundraDude34@gmail.com. If some of you are new to the channel, sitting out of camera shot, hidden, I have a 1794 seat that I'm making into a chair for live streams. That should probably be on the next live stream. I just got to attach a chair bottom to it. But it is a seat from a brand new 2022 1794. It even has the airbags in it. So that'll be coming very soon. As you know, 1794 is by far my favorite trim of Tundra. Always will be. Always has been. I just love the Western look that they've done. I think it looks awesome. And in 2016, they finally offered the TRD off-road package on it. So you didn't have to go get those big clad chrome wheels. You got the option of getting the 18-inch TRD off-road wheel, which looks great, and the Michelin 18-inch tires, all-terrains. And I love the setup they did with that. So, let's get back to it. Here we go. I am lost. Well, cheers. Dills said cheers, so he knows the rules. He's going to make me keep having a sip. Every time there's a cheers, I got to take it. Steven, what's up, buddy? Mark, enjoy your 2023 Tundra TRD Pro. I know you want one. Do it for the channel, my man. I do want one. It'll be a 2022 TRD Pro Tundra. But I do want that. Yep, that's my number one. Kentucky says, I'll send pictures after I get the color match wrap everywhere. I feel you, buddy. Good stuff. Patrick says, check out TRD John. He has a wind issue on his Tundra. Copy that. John's a good guy. I love him to death. Living the Dream says, gotta run. Keep up the great live streams. You the man. Dream, you're the best, buddy. Thanks for being here. PC says, I think the only thing about the off-road package worth to buying is their off-road control and multi-terrain selection. Wheel and shock, just okay. My personal opinion about wheel and shock. Okay. I mentioned this in the video. I don't know if it was yesterday or the other day. Feel free to disagree. That's what's fun about this, the debate. The TRD off-road package, it has never really been a serious off-road package. We know that. You get a little shock action. You get the wheel and tires, all terrains. I feel like for 2022, they've actually added more to it to make a little bit of a bigger bang for your buck. We said multi-terrain select, crawl control, which is awesome. If you get the Limited or 1794 TRD, you get those sweet 20-inch wheels that look amazing, amazing off-road looking wheel. Now you get the, I know this is small, stupid things, but it has to be mentioned. You get the red TRD start button. The push button start is now red and says TRD when you have the package. You get the sport pedals. I believe it says TRD on the shifter, but I might be wrong on that. In Canada, it does. But you get a little bit more than you ever did, so make it worth your while. Alan says, thanks for the live stream. Hey, thanks for being here, Alan. I appreciate you. Phils says, are you worried about the turbo wastegate issues? I am not. I am not at all. Here's two reasons why. Number one, it's going to be taken care of. They're not going to let it get into a point where it's out of control. You know, worst case scenario, there'll be a service bulletin to pull all the Tundras in and check for something. I'm sure they're working on it right now. That's number one. Number two, if anything does happen, I have the pleasure of doing this channel for you, so you will be able to watch everything I go through from start to finish if anything does happen. I don't want anything to happen. Knock on the Amish wood. But yeah, I would obviously document every single thing. Kentucky says TRD Off-Road also has the rear lockers. Yeah, add that in, baby. I like it. Michael says, okay, Mark, time to go, bud. Have a good one. Talk to you soon. P.S. I like seeing the Tundra logo and Toyota word on your desk under the grill hanging on the wall. Here we go. Hold on. It's right here. So Mike made this right here. Cam Neely himself made this. I love it. And the logo on the wall over here, which I don't think it's in shot right now. But I appreciate it, Mike. You're the man. I hope the Bruins almost make the playoffs and then fail at the last minute. I mean that with love. Mark says, it's crazy how lunar rock changes in the light. Exactly. In dim light, it's almost identical to cement. Exactly right. Michael says, greetings from Iowa, Mark. How you doing, Mike? Good to see you, buddy. Tori says, any thoughts on the new Sequoia? Think I'd rather get that over the Tundra. Love the new Sequoia. Love the look of it. Everything they did, it looks very modern. I like the front end. Great job by Toyota. Diamond Dave is here. He says, the most likable YouTuber on the platform. Cheers. Hey, buddy. I appreciate you. Appreciate you very much. Diamond David Lee Roth. Dill's Place said, need to start a national meet and greet Toyota together. Has a good ring. Let's start in Mark's hometown. I mean, we're very close to the ocean. I'm 5 minutes from the Atlantic Ocean. We could start in Seaside and go all the way across the country. I'm in. Otto says, tell me, you say 1794 is your favorite trim, but you've also said several times from the start you would like to have a TRD Pro. Are you torn? Just wondering. I love that question. Here's my thing. I'm gonna put this out there right now. I equally like both. The reason the TRD Pro gets chosen more than the 1794 is with the TRD Pro, it's built exactly how I would build the truck. The Heritage Grill, I'm probably the #1 fan in the world of the Heritage Grill. I think whoever came up with that idea, absolutely awesome. Took it right back to the old times in the old Toyota pickups, saying Toyota versus the logo. So sweet. Number 2, everything's body color. I'm a huge fan of body colored setups on these trucks, which in 2022, they did a lot more body coloring. It's just set up so nice. I love the way the TRD Pro looks. I like the suspension. It's nothing crazy, but it does the job. And, you know, being my truck spends 99.9% of its time on road, those shocks do great on the terrible roads around here. So I just love the setup. I always like off-road setups a lot more. 1794 is just gorgeous as far as interior goes, and I love the Western setup of it. But there still is a lot of chrome to get rid of. So at the end of the day, the TRD Pro look is amazing, but the 1794 interior gets the W. There's no winning, right? If you can't be with the one you love, love the one you're with, right? TRD Pro all day right now. I hope that helps, Otto. It probably got more confusing. Bancroft says, my 2021 SR5 TSS is totaled, so I'm forced to get a 2022. I really don't want another 21 and lower. All right, 2022 it is. What are you thinking? What are you thinking? Jimmy says, nose on the new Sequoia looks good. Totally agree, Jim. Totally agree. Kentucky says, it feels weird watching you drink a brew, and I'm not. Be right back. I like that. I like that a lot. Tori says, Mark wants a TRD Pro with the 1794 interior. Tori, nailed it, buddy. Nailed it. Cheers to Tori. And if that was the case, and if I was able to get a TRD Pro with a 1794 interior, I would have to get the black TRD Pro so everything would flow together really nicely. Because the black TRD, or the black 1794 with that interior looks the very best. PC says, have to say Tundra and the Sequoia are the last two trucks that have an off-road package without rear diff lock and multi-terrain selection. Now they all have them, which blew my mind that it took so long. Andrew, what's going on? How you doing? Local dealer, excuse me. Local dealer has a few nice trucks. The new ones just look smaller to me at first glance. I saw that as well. Excuse me. Yeah, man, I don't know. It looks a little smaller. I can't wait to get the press vehicle and put it right next to the 2020, and we'll really get an idea of if it's smaller or not. Ian, what's going on? Hello from Canada. Are you considering the air suspension option? Can you get it? I saw the option in different channel featuring a Toyota engineer, but can't find the option on the Toyota site. If I was to get the Platinum, I would get that option. If I was to get 1794 TRD Pro, that option's not going to be available with the off-road package, so it would be Platinum only for me. But if I do get the platinum, that's the way I would go. Joseph says, just completed most of the modifications to my SR5 TRD off-road double cab that I wanted to do. Joseph, you should totally send in to the bulk fan feature, TD34contest@gmail.com. Must be subscribed. Send a picture of you and your truck, your name, and where you're from. It's very simple. I hope to see you on it. Jimmy says, I love the TRD Pro on all the trucks. Absolutely. Tori says, no lunar rock with pumpkin spice interior. Oh, that'd be amazing. That'd be fun for a day or two so people get a good laugh on the channel, and then I'd have to live with it for years. Andrew says, I'm planning on going back tonight to park next to the trucks to compare size. I'll DM pics later if you like. Absolutely, buddy. Absolutely. You guys are always more than welcome to TundraDude34@gmail.com. You know that. Or any of my Facebook, I got the Tundra Dude page on there you can hit me at. You can hit me at my personal on Facebook. I don't care. I'm just ready to talk Tundra at all times. So it's good to have you. Cheers again. We're going to finish one. We should probably open up a second one. You guys want to do another one, or are we done? You tell me. I'm here for you. Always like to have the time. Good news is this. During the time I have that limited next week, I'm on vacation from work. So we could do a lot of live streams. I was thinking about doing one every once in a while to kind of do a catch-up on while I have the truck. So Andrew says, go for a second one. It's Friday. John says, one more beer. Yeah, why not? Why not, boys? Come on, we're having a good time. We're out here. Let's go. Uno mas, I agree. It's Friday night. Finally get a day off from work, or I should say a night off from work. Let's hang out with the boys. Talk a little Tundra. There we go. Did you hear that? Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's have a good time. All right, here we go. Okay. Andrew says, yep, got that. Uno mas, I love it. Kentucky says, nothing wrong with the Westcott collar package that I can see, but has anyone seen any other lift packages for the Bilsteins? There's not much out there yet. I've seen a lot of the Westcott. That's the one I've seen the most of. I'd have to look around to see if there's anything. Every day something new is coming out for 2022 Tundra. You just got to keep your ear to the ground pretty much at this point. I don't know about that. Tori says break open the whiskey. Yeah, that would be a very quick live stream. 5 p.m. on East Coast, baby. That's 100% correct. 100% correct. 5 p.m. Here we are. Why not have a good time? Chris has given the cheers sign, so we got to take a sip. Once again, a cheers to all the emergency services and military of our great country and Canada. God bless you all. You are heroes. We love you. So good. So good. Andrew says, my Bilsteins are delayed until April. Wow. Everything is on a delay right now. Absolutely everything. Cream cheese is on a delay right now. If you like cream cheese, it's very hard to get. But all these car parts, the rubber prices are going up for tires. Just getting the Tundras to the lots. Somebody asked me the other day, why do I keep walking lots that don't have any vehicles on them? I don't have an option. And I absolutely love doing the dealership walks. So sometimes I have to go out there and try to find Tundras, and I will. I will. PC says you have to take off your beer sleeve. YouTube will pay you a little advertisement. No, I don't think so. I don't think so. There's so many rules with YouTube and everything. I try to keep it straight and narrow and PG. Ryan says, why the hell not? I like that. There's your PG-13 right there. Otto says, yes, a bit confused. You are fond of the luxury of the 1794, but not the chrome. Is there something else you like about the 1794 that the TRD Pro doesn't have? Excuse me, just picking your brain, trying to pick your brain. I feel like the 1794 has its own signature. It has the mattes that are the Western theme. It has the saddle brown interior. It has that wood grain that they've muted a lot of the wood grain for 1794 in 2022 to a nicer, it's still wood grain, but it's darker. I love that Western feel of it. I love the fact that it's called 1794, which is where the ranch was founded, where TMMTX is built on. I love that they did that instead of just calling it King Ranch, or the Ram Longhorn or whatever it's called. I love the fact that 1794 has a meaning. I love that it has its own badge. It's just that package is so sweet. It's a half-ton pickup. It's meant to be on a ranch. It's meant to be on a farm. I think that, is what a pickup truck is all about. So to drive it around the city streets of New Jersey, couldn't be happier. I just love the setup with it. And it's funny because down Tundra Cowboy 34, you know it. it comes down to like a lot of people up here in the Northeast, when you see the 1794 available, it's always with the TRD off-road package. I'm talking 14 to 21. It's always available with the TRD off-road package because I feel like that's how you take that. You know, a lot of people, they like the big chrome. So I may not like the chrome, but there are people who used to love those big chrome wheels and the big chrome grille and that Western interior. But up here, they mute that a little bit with the TRD off-road package. It's a nice blend. But I'm absolutely in love with it. I love the interior. I love the heritage behind it. I'm all about a good story behind the truck, which is why I'm such a big fan of, actually, we could do a little comparison here. Regular Tundra. Thank you, Michael, for making these on your 3D printer. Regular Tundra on the front grille gets this, but when you get the TRD Pro, you get this. This is the old school right here, man. This is the way it should be. I remember when the pickup trucks just said Toyota like this all the time, so I'm a fan of this. I think it's great. Like I said, I love a good story behind a truck. TRD Off-Road has this, has the heritage behind it. A little bit from each truck to make the TRD Pro what it is. 1794, named 1794 after where the TMMTX is built on the ranch. It's just, I love when Toyota does things like that, and I feel like they do more of that versus some of the other brands out there. You got to remember this, and people have a lot of trouble with this if you're new to Tundra. The Tundra is one of, if not the most American-made trucks on the Platinum. Toyota's Japanese, we understand that, but it's built, engineered, and designed right here in the United States. A little bit of California, a little bit of Michigan, San Antonio, Texas, it's built in. It's just, it's all about the U.S. Understand that Toyota, once again, is a Japanese company, but Toyota USA, the conglomerate, Toyota North America, they take care of the Tundra. Mike Swears and his team take care of the Tundra right here. So I don't feel like you hear people say all the time, you know, buy American made. I feel like I'm buying American made. And if I'm Toyota, I'm putting that in my advertisements as many times as humanly possible. The Tundra is the most American made half ton on the market, or one of. It battles with the F-150 back and forth, but it's right up there. Let me take a sip and get back to the comments. All right. Making fun of me. Oh, so Kentucky says, Otto, I got a price from a local shop to do a chrome delete wrap package, $900. Not bad. Christopher says, loving my 2021 Tundra TRD Pro magnetic gray metallic. As you should. Keep it. How long do you think it will be before Toyota comes out with an all-electric Tundra? I would say, and this is a total guess, I don't know anything, 2025-ish? That seems like what everyone's aiming for. I don't think I want that, though. I don't want all-electric. Hybrid is where I stop. Andrew says, I think you need to pull the trigger on the 1794. Every video you go on and on about it can always go back to the TRD Pro or the best version, the Platinum. Yes, I might. I don't know if you were here earlier when I said there's a $20,000 markup on that one that I was looking at the other day when I made that video, the Windshield Pearl. They said they'd work with me, but I'm MSRP only, so I'd have to go looking. Tori says, stop messing around and be the first channel with a capstone. I don't want a capstone. It's nice and everything, but it just doesn't fit my style. 22-inch wheels, nah. I like the off-road setups. Dill's Place, I never thought about the 1794 saddle interior until you talked about the magnetic with it. What a look. It looks amazing. It looks amazing. Gene says, afternoon, have the 2021 Tundra TSS edition and have been offered crazy money. Like the 2022 Tundra, but not sure about going in. Yeah, everyone's getting offered big money for their trucks right now. Let me know what you end up doing. I'd love to hear what you do. Let me ask you this, Gene. If you did it and you went and bought a 2022, what would be the 2022 that you want? John says, every time I get my Tundra serviced at the dealership, they ask me if I want an appraisal. I ain't selling. You should get the appraisal anyway, just to get an idea of what they're offering. Gerald says, do you know, are the Husky mats available for the 2022 Tundra? I don't think they're available yet, but let's go look. While we're on this, I'll just throw up Husky liners real quick. If you guys know anything about liners, you know Husky's the absolute best. I have the Exact Contours in my 2020. It is totally worth it, just saying. I don't know if Toyota Tundras are out yet as far as... no, they're not out for 2022 yet, but they are coming. They are coming. I would think in the next couple months we're going to see them. So right now, it's just the up to 2021. And I'm lost as far as where I'm at. Okay. Hello from Panhandle of Florida, says Gene. Hello, my friend. Gilmer says, Cement TRD color is the best blend with the black. Hopefully it's back. We would love that. Arham, how you doing, buddy? Good to see you. It wouldn't be a bad thing if cement comes back, but I am more than content with Lunar Rock. Lunar Rock's the way. And also, if you don't really want solar octane on your Pro and you don't really want Lunar Rock, you also have an option of white or black. So white comes with that red interior. A lot of people are mixed with that. I think it would be cool to have the white with the red interior, just to be able to say, you know, I have, you know, that's like a special edition. It's the first year of the next generation. It's the first Pro. I think if Toyota was smart, and you could tell me I'm stupid with this, I don't think I would have done solar octane the first year. I think I would have made the white with the red interior the special color for year one. Make it like the Windchill Pearl white with the red interior. I don't know. That's what I would do. That's just me, though. I don't make decisions. I just report about it. PC says Toyota invested a lot of money into Tesla, but Toyota pulled their money out because they don't like Tesla going too fast about their tech. Toyota is a little conservative about their product. 100%. Drill says, I wish I could get Lunar Rock on the Platinum. That would be amazing. Amazing. PC says, but their prime vehicles are using Tesla batteries. Copy that. Scott says, picked up a 2021 Crewmax TRD. Who makes the best fitting seat cover? Okay, it really depends on what level you want to go to. There are quite a few options out there. There's neoprene options out there. If you go to like Auto Anything or sites like that, it'll show you all your options. My buddy actually has Carhartt ones that fit really, really well. But there are like custom fit ones. If you look, check around your local area. You might have a shop that'll make custom ones. Cat Skins makes good ones. Just do a big Google search, but check places like Auto Anything and those, you know, I guess you could call them big box automotive online stores, because there are a lot of great options out there, and it all depends on what you want to spend. But Cat Skins is always a good one if you're into that thing. 4x4, congratulations with your 2021. Good call. Last of the 5.7s. Andrew says, Windchill Pearl or a Lunar Rock are the best colors. Cement is the all-time best, but it's not coming back. Who knows? It may. It may. John says, do you have a tonneau cover? I love my Diamondback. I don't have a tonneau cover on this truck. I had, I forget, tonneau Pro at one point. Both soft covers. Tonneau Pro and an X-Tang Trifecta 2.0 trifold. That was the best. I never really felt like I needed the hard cover. I was fine with the trifold soft cover. But yes, I do hear Diamondbacks are good. Backflip MX4s are good as well. Nothing right now, though. Which sucks because it snowed so much here. I had to, like, shovel out my bed so it didn't, you know, turn into ice and hit cars on the road. Ken says, been a little while, just checking in. Hope all is well. Ken, how you doing, buddy? It's great to see you. I missed you. Otto says to Kentucky, like Patrick and I said, we Canadians don't have the luxury of options like deleting Chrome or adding a TRD off-road package on a Platinum 1794. Likely because of smaller Canadian market. Could be. Ryan says cat skins for sure. PC says don't use full seat cover because when in an accident, airbags in seat are not always going to deploy right away. Safety issue. That's a good one. Andrew said, how's the truck been doing in the weather up there? No problem whatsoever. I'm telling you, those Michelin LTX tires, they don't have the look that should be on the TRD Pro, but they perform mighty fine. Dill says, all right, Mark, I have to go pick up dinner. Thanks for the great live. Can't wait to see what you finally decide on. Cheers. Before you go, I want to know what you're having for dinner, and cheers to you as well. Tori says, gotta go. So long from Smog Lake City. Have a great weekend. Thanks, Mark. Be safe, Tori. It's good to see you, buddy. Star Killer says, how's it going, Yoda Gang? It's going good on this end, buddy. Million, what's going on? The King is here. I always miss you, King. I always miss you there, Million. Arham says, in Canada, interestingly, that light color interior in 1794 isn't available in Canada. You'd rather have the saddle brown anyway. Saddle brown looks way better in my opinion. That's just me, though. Jersey Mike Subs. Delicious. That was founded 10 minutes that way from me. Jersey Mike Subs. Very, very good. Ted says, Rams or Bengals? I'm going Bengals. Going Bengals for David Boyd, who is the owner over at Auto Nation. He's a giant Bengals fan and a good friend of mine and the channel, so want to help him out on that one. I'm eating pizza right now for lunch dinner. Why not? Delicious. Andrew says dinner, something light. Probably a turkey club and some chips. Kentucky says, Otto, if you don't have Anyone near you that does vinyl wraps? Surely a body shop can do color match paint job. There you go. Steve says, hey dude, Hamilton, Ontario, Canada in the house, loving my 2021 Pro Black, 70,000 kilometers on it. Has anyone had issues with roof trim above driver coming up when going through a car wash blower? I have heard that before. I don't remember from who, but I have heard that before. Check out some of the forums like on Facebook, like Tundra Crew. Somebody has gone through that. Excuse me. Kentucky says, who day? Which is the Bengals call. Christopher says, just had the number 6 Mike's way. You got to do it Mike's way. It's the only way. Ted says, yes, me too. Matt says Rams. Going Rams on that one. My other buddy's a lifelong Rams fan, so either way, someone's going to be happy. Kentucky says, I'm 10 minutes from Cincinnati, and this place is going crazy. I bet it's been a long time. Millie says, did you see one of Scotty Kilmer's recent videos? The new Tundras are already having problems with the turbos. Yep, not Scotty Kilmer's video, but yep, the wastegate issue. Otto says, cheers, Mark. Love and enjoy your channel. Have a great weekend, buddy. Otto, you're the man, pal. I appreciate you coming to the channel all the time. In that note, I'm going to call it a day. I got to go hang out with the wife. I never see the wife because of my work shift. So I got to go put the time in so she lets me buy expensive Tundras and Tundra gear. Make sure if you're new to the channel, you hit the subscribe button. I'd love to meet each and every one of you and talk to you on these live streams. Hit the like button, hit subscribe, hit the notification bell so you know every time I put up a video under a live stream. Check out the playlist, get caught up. Make sure you check out those dealership walks. Those are the most fun. I love you guys. I love talking to you. It was great hanging out with you. KBG, what's going on, pal? Says, hey, Jersey Mike's in Southern California now. The best Philly steaks I can get out here. Dude, you should have it at the original down the street. Scott says, yes, I have the same trim strip blow off the car wash as well. Crazy. New York says, thanks, bud. Everyone, be safe, be well. Million, we'll catch you next time, buddy. I'm going on vacation from work next week, so we'll be doing a lot of live streams. PC says, one note, not all Tundras have wastegate issues, just some of them. That's true. Starkiller, you take care as well. You have a great weekend. Take care of Mama. Starkiller says, and enjoy your Tundras. Be safe, be well. I love you guys. I'll talk to you.